Hey guys, my name is DEFmute, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can increase your FPS in Apex Legends. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to open up your control panel. So go ahead and right click on your desktop and go to the NVIDIA control panel. So go ahead and open that up. Alright guys, so once your NVIDIA control panel opens up, you want to click on Manage 3D Settings, and then you'll get the Manage 3D Settings submenu, and then you want to click on Program Settings. That guy load up. And then if your Apex Legends is not already in there, then you're going to have to add it. There's two ways you can do this. You can go through adding it through by hitting the Add button and then selecting the program through here, or find the browse, go through the browse option right there. If you don't know where your file location is, when you go through the browse option, you can go to your icon over here and you can right click and go to open a file location. And then right here, this is essentially the address of where the file is located on your PC. So mine is located in the local disk, the program files in the origin submenu, and then Apex, and then is the R5 Apex executable file. That's the one I'm looking for. So why don't we go ahead and look for this guy in our open browsed section. So we're in the local disk, program files, origin games, it's in the Apex, and then there's the R5 Apex executable file. So we want to hit that and we want to open it. So now it should bring us back to our Manage 3D Settings, and it should be here for the selected program that we want to alter. So down here in the settings, you want to select the CUDA GPUs. On this one, you want to select use these GPUs and then your graphics card. For me, I'm using a GeForce RTX 2070. And then if you're using more than two graphics cards, you want to obviously select both graphics cards. So let's hit OK on that, and then go down to maximum pre-rendered frames. You want to have that set as 1. Let's go ahead and scroll down, and then the OpenGL rendering GPU, you want to have that set as your graphics card. Power management, you want to have that set to preferred maximum performance. That way your graphics cards will always get the most performance power that they can get. Let's go on down some more, and then vertical sync, you want to have that set to off. And then virtual reality pre-rendered frames, you want to have that set to 1. So now that you've had all these settings set in your Manage 3D Settings, you want to hit the Apply button. Alright guys, now that you've applied your settings to your NVIDIA control panel, you want to go to your Apex Legends desktop icon. Let's go right there, and then we'll right click on it. We'll go down to the properties, select properties, and then we'll go to compatibility, select that, and then right here where it says disable full screen optimizations, we want to highlight that. And then before we hit the apply button, we want to go to change high DPI settings. Let's go ahead and open up this menu, and then right here, high DPI scaling override. We want to check this override high DPI scaling behavior, and then we want to set that to our application, and then we want to hit apply. And then the next setting changes are inside the game itself. I'll meet you guys there. Alright guys, now that we're in Apex Legends, let's go ahead and open up our settings. So go ahead and press the escape key, and let's go into settings, and then go to video settings, and then for what you want to have saved, you want to have it set to full screen, not windowed or borderless window. Borderless window or window is bad because, well, one, you have the chance of clicking outside the window, and when you're in the middle of the game, and that's bad. That can really wreck your day. Anyway, so make sure that's set to full screen, and then make sure your aspect ratio is set to your screen. I have an ultra wide monitor, so mine is set to 21:9. If you just have a regular 27-inch monitor or 24-inch monitor, you want your aspect ratio to be 16:9, And then your resolution needs to be set to your monitor as well, depending on, like I said, what kind of monitor you have. If you have a widescreen, which mine is 2560 by 1080. If you have a 4K monitor, then you need to have your resolution set to that. And then if you just have a regular monitor, then you want it set to 1920 by 1080p. And then as for field of view, I like to keep mine at about 90 degrees. Anything more or less is really up to you guys. And then colorblind mode, unless you're colorblind, then no need to mess with this. And then as for VSync, you want to have this set to disabled. Don't need to worry about the adaptive resolution FPS target. And then you want to have anti-aliasing set to none. And then the texture streaming budget, depending on what kind of graphics card you have. Say you have like an RTX 2080 Ti, then obviously you can ramp this guy up as high as you want. And also if you have dual graphics cards, this guy's the limit. But if you have, like, say an RTX 2070 or GTX 1080 Ti, I would recommend maybe going for high. And then, the less you go, the more frames you're going to get, and vice versa. If the higher you set it, depending if you have a weaker graphics card, I should say, the less frames you're going to get. So it really kind of just depends on what graphics card you had. Typically, a nice good medium ground is about medium, and then you want to have your texture filtering set to bilinear, and then ambient occlusion quality disabled, sun shadow coverage set to low, sun shadow detail set to low, and then a spot shadow detail set to disabled, volumetric lighting disabled, dynamic spot shadows disabled, model detail, this really depends on aesthetics. You can have it set to high, medium, or low. And then effects details, I have mine set to medium, and then impact marks low, and then ragdoll set to medium. So let's go ahead and get into a game, and then you guys can see how it is for yourselves. And then once you got all these settings, make sure you hit the apply button. Alright guys, as you can see, just straight out of the jump ship, I'm getting about 100 frames right off the bat. As I get closer to the ground, we'll see what I'm getting for frames there. Alright guys, as you can see right now, I'm averaging about 144 frames per second, which is pretty decent. If you guys find a better graphics setting, let me know in the comments, and then hopefully you guys enjoy your gaming sessions. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, drive fast, take chances, swerve often. See ya.